Hi, my name is Paulina Latoshik, and today I'm going to talk to you about how caring for houseplants can help with your anxiety and depression. So for me, it all started with one houseplant that I picked up at my local grocery store that led to a collection of 100 plus houseplants. Not only do I have fun collecting and caring for houseplants, I've also seen a decrease in my anxiety and stress levels throughout the day. Not all houseplant collecting needs to be as extreme as mine, but studies do show that caring for houseplants can decrease your anxiety and stress levels significantly, like it did for myself. A study published by PubMed shows that participants completing plant-related tasks saw a decrease in their blood pressure levels as well as a decrease in their activity of sympathetic nervous system, leaving them with a very calm and relaxed feeling, whereas participants completing computer-related tasks had an increase in their blood pressure as well as an increase of their activity of their sympathetic nervous system, leaving them with the feelings of stress and anxiety. So how many houseplants do you have? If you said 0, I highly recommend bringing a few plants into your home. I've been caring for plants for almost 3 years, and I've seen a large reduction in my stress and anxiety, and I've actually been able to come off of my anxiety medications, and I like to believe it's because of my houseplants. Many college students experience high levels of stress and anxiety. Harvard Health states that according to the American College of Health Association, 63% of college students have felt overwhelming anxiety in just the past year. As someone who's been diagnosed with anxiety, I'm sure most of you have felt some sort of anxiety or stress as well. Houseplant may not eliminate your anxiety or cure your depression, but it can potentially decrease your feelings of stress and anxiety, which can help you get through the day a little easier. As college students, we often get consumed by our classwork and studying to be the best students we can be. We forget to take a step back and take a breath. We forget to do things that make us happy, and we forget that although it is important to be studious, it's also important to care for our mental health first. Forgetting to do things to nurture our mental health can lead to increased levels of anxiety and stress. And if we can do small things to improve our mental health, it can make all the change in our performance. For instance, we spend hours working on computers trying to complete essays and quizzes, exams. We begin to feel overwhelmed and our anxiety builds up. Now we're stressed out and unable to think clearly. We find ourselves reading the same questions repeatedly because we cannot seem to understand what it is we're even reading anymore. But what if I told you having a houseplant to care for can eliminate this feeling? By adding houseplant care between our homework sessions, we can prevent ourselves from getting to the point where our anxiety and stress skyrocket, where we can't even think anymore. So the new routine would look a little like we spend a few hours looking at our computer and that overwhelming feeling begins to creep in. We decide to take a break, water our plants, and spend a few moments with them. We can calm down and reduce our feeling of being overwhelmed. This clears our mind and resets our mood. After taking a few moments with our plants, we can sit back down and complete our classwork with a clear mind that is ready to work efficiently. In an article posted by Healthline, Melissa stated that whenever she would care for her plants, it set a reminder for her to also take care of herself. Watering your plants can help you remember to water yourself. Seeing your plants soak up all the sunlight can give you the motivation to take a step outside and take a nice deep breath of fresh air. Feeding your plants nutrients and seeing how it helps your plants produce beautiful new leaves may make you hungry and remind you to eat something. Remembering small important tasks like eating, hydrating, getting outside for a second can be hard for college students, and especially hard for college students dealing with anxiety and depression. Taking a few moments to care for your plants can set an example for yourself to also take care of you. Imagine yourself allowing a break for just a moment to care for your plants and the impact that's going to have on your mood. How is it going to make you feel? Most likely more relaxed and at peace. And before you know it, you're not only keeping your plants alive and healthy, you're also keeping yourself alive and healthy. With all the anxiety and stress so many college students are faced with, having something we can integrate into our day-to-day lives that has studies to prove it has potential to improve our mental health, it won't hurt to give it a try. Wexner states that there's a bacterium in the soil called Mycobacterium vaccae, and it triggers the release of serotonin. This lifts the mood and makes people feel less stressed. Being with your plants is so beneficial for your health. Give it a try and I promise you won't regret it. Even if you kill a few along the way, trust me, I've killed many plants on my journey. If you keep trying, you might develop a new hobby that improves your mental health.